Welcome back, YouTube. This is Yusuf once again. And right now we are getting into part 3. I figured that I might as well use this episode to talk more about how my awkward speaking is an issue that needs to be fixed. I talked about that to a certain extent. I really love when I accidentally clip into the wall. It's just, it does not happen very often, but when it does, it's a gem for me. But yeah, back to what I was saying. My awkward speaking problems, I figured I might as well address those in some more detail. Also, in case you're wondering, this would normally be considered a tails-only route if I were to go up. It provides a considerable shortcut, though I really do not need it anyhow, I figured. Back to my... Yes, why do I get so distracted? I guess I would get so distracted with attempting to speak about several topics at the same time, such as the gameplay and my personal life and stuff like that. However, I'm doing this so I can actually gain more experience and improve. Whether or not I am succeeding or failing, I suppose that failure is just another step for success. I could do this for days. Okay, no, I could not. But yeah. These pauses feel really awkward. I actually had to stop several recordings and start fresh simply because I was awkwardly pausing for such a long time and I had no idea how... Is there... Am I seeing a ring that... Am I seeing those rings? Okay, I am not just seeing those rings. I figured I might as well wait for this. Wait. Okay, this is bizarre. But in any case, move on we shall. Back to my awkward speech. Seriously, I was talking about my awkward speech until... Thankfully, there is another electric barrier. And I believe I missed it. Oh well, I guess it is fun to go the road less traveled, I suppose. Especially since we have a special goodie here. Yes, another attempt at this stage. I may have mildly messed up, but on second thought, this is easy to fix. I have no idea how I failed last time. Yes. Yes! pardon my silence during that segment, I needed to concentrate, and amazingly, we already have all Chaos Emeralds. What I consider to be even more amazing is that we could have gotten all 7 Chaos Emeralds in the second zone had I not messed up that one time. And we can already become supersonic. As you can tell, I am impatient to abuse this power. Admittedly, seriously. Oh, like this. Must get every extra life I can, must get it. Am I obsessive? Yes. Do I care? No. And the amazing thing is that I now have still over 100 rings, so I can abuse this thing for a while. I could possibly make it to the mid-boss. Oh, right, I need the top. Right. Admittedly, one thing that I like about Supersonic is how his speed is represented by a slightly different control scheme, and one that actually, somewhat in my opinion, nerfs him from being so overpowered. I mean, his speed is a really powerful asset, but for those who do not really know how to control it, it is not the most overpowered power-up in the world. Plus, this supersonic invincibility music can be a little irritating. I also really enjoy how this thing also has an increased jump height. And I ended the stage with over 100 rings. I have to say, one thing that I really like about this stage is how it seems to have this antique look, like this ancient ruins, Babylonian gardens-esque look, while also having some really modern features like the yo-yo puller and getting hit by a flame that admittedly I should not have hit. Also, you would like to spin dash right about now and keep your spin dash momentum going right about here so as to not miss this alternate route. And wow, talk about a mistimed jump. Just wow. There we go. That is how we jump. You know, while I really enjoy this top mechanism, I do feel that one improvement that could help me enjoy this game a little more is slightly improving the mechanism for this tops. I mean, it is fun and all, just it could definitely use some improvement. Ah, nice recharge. Nice. Back to this awkward silence. I seriously need to know how to make better commentary. To anyone watching this video, please provide me with hints that you feel would be of genuine use to a starting YouTuber and a person who just in general wants to speak as proficiently as they can write. Yeah, one thing that a few people have been asking me is why I seem to talk with this supposedly like upper class or even snobby manner, like avoiding contractions and making sure that I, for the most part, only speak in grammatically correct sentences. My response to this would be that I simply find that this is something that stands out, and whether or not this makes me an actual snob just because I like to stand out with a supposedly more elegant way is up for debate, though I just seem to thoroughly enjoy this method of speaking. Ha! Oh wait, I'm rather low on rings. Thankfully I got that checkpoint, and however, I should not have let go of that. Oh well. Thankfully we have alternate paths. But yeah, I feel as though I would definitely be a lot better off if I could actually speak as well as I can write, which I suppose is quite the tall order. And now we get to one of my favorite end of the zone challenges in the entire game. I have no idea why, but this is my favorite simply because of how much trouble it gave me as a kid, and yet how little trouble it gives me now as a more experienced player. And I only really want to play this game simply for the chance of extra rings because of Supersonic, and not exactly because I find this game particularly fun. I remember I used to when I was younger, but for some reason, I no longer do. No, no. Now that is just rude. Sonic. Well, I have enough to become supersonic, so I feel as though I will cut my losses here, and, oh. Do not? Okay, good. I feel as though I will just take what I have right now before Egg Belly just takes my rings away again. Really? Oh well. I suppose without the shield, I can become supersonic, which I find somewhat bizarre since with the shield, you cannot actually become supersonic. I can understand how this would work in terms of the game code simply because the shields override your double jump, but and somehow that seems to take higher priority than becoming supersonic if you meet the requirements. I actually realized that I do not need to jump. How I since I could just actually. There we go. There we go. Also, one thing that I find bizarre is that in this particular boss fight, Tails does not actually get tired at all after flying you, even though, in an interesting twist, every other situation would call for Tails actually getting tired. Though with that, we have ended the episode, and yeah, I genuinely hope that you enjoyed my content. If you did, please let me know, and by leaving a like or just simply saying, hey, good job, it means a lot to me. Oh, and if you did not, please tell me how I could improve. Remember, I know that this is YouTube, but I kindly implore you to be civil in your constructive criticism, such as giving me better tips for outros. In any case, this has been High Jump Kick, and I am signing out. Farewell, my brethren.